Hey there, this is Sim. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Let's Learn with Sim. Today we'll be talking about Sushma Joshi and the characters in his short story, The End of the World. So let's start with Sushma Joshi. She was born on 26 May 1973, and by profession, she is a Nepali writer and also a filmmaker. She hails from the main city of Nepal, Kathmandu, and she writes fictions and non-fictions. Her themes mostly deal with the ideas of globalization, marginalization, and also of diaspora. She received her education from the schools of India, Nepal, and the US. The End of the World is one of her most significant works and is very much recognized in the short story categories. The theme of this short story is of rigid thoughts, blind faith, and casteism. It was also listed in the Franco Corner International Short Story Award in the year 2009 and now is a part of South Asian studies. Some of her other significant works are The Prediction, which is a short story, and Art Matters, which is a book of essays on contemporary art. So, a little suggestion for you people here would be to go through the short story itself and not to opt for the summary, as the story is just a few pages. And if you do not want to or cannot do so for any given reason, I have an audiobook of the same on my channel, for which the link will be provided in the description box below. So, do check it out. So now let's talk about the characters in the story. So the first character that I would like to talk about is of Dil, and he's also the first character that we are introduced to. Now Dil is the husband to Kanchi and is a person who is trying hard to provide enough for his family but is failing miserably. Now his lack of financial stability kind of makes him feel worthless, and this is also the reason that he does not care enough for his child, and also he sometimes verbally abuses his wife so that he can still have the hold of his family or have the hold of the authority in his hand. He also is a person who enjoys little joys of life, like singing, dancing, and sometimes just having enough food on his plate. When we talk about the son of Kanchi and Dil, we see that the characteristics of the son is quite similar to that of his father. He too just wants to enjoy life and have fun, is not serious about his studies or his life. But that being said, we also need to keep in mind that he's just a child. The next character here is of Jennifer, and she is a woman who is working for the betterment of the children and women, specially. And this is exactly how she came in contact with Kanchi as well. She teaches them the value of education and also gives them advice on financial stability and managing finance. Now, she's a woman with weird habits, according to Kanchi. She dresses up very weird and um, snacks on capsicums. Kanchi had worked for Jennifer in the past, and of course, Jennifer paid her well and had also gifted her a baby blue shawl, which again is very significant later on in the story and is very special to Kanchi. Other important character here is of Mitu, who is an old cook at the Sharmas, where Kanchi too works as a house help. Now, she is a very religious woman and says that she strongly believes in the ideologies of communists and highly supports them, and believes that there should be no discrimination amongst people on basis of any form of hierarchy. Whereas this is such an irony because she herself is a casteist. She belongs from a very high caste and looks down upon others. She looks down upon Kanchi. In her actions, it is quite visible that she is not what she claims. When she is unwilling to share the food with Kanchi or eat with Kanchi, and when she is disgusted by the food habits of Kanchi, it is clearly seen that she is not what she claims to be. Kanchi too sometimes mockingly calls a bounty, which is a sharp attack on her beliefs, the belief where she says that people should not be discriminated on basis of any form of hierarchy, and on the other side when she is taking pride on being a bounty, on being at the higher level in the caste system. Now let's talk about the main character of this story, and that has to be Kanchi. as she plays a large amount of role in this short story by her interaction with Dil, her interaction with Mitu, Jennifer, and also her son. Also, when the people in the society come together to enjoy the last day of their life. Kanchi is a woman who is headstrong, and we see that in her action. When everyone is just believing in the rumor, she is wanting to use her brain. She's wanting to ask questions, know the reason, and want to know the answers to why the world is coming to an end. This is also seen in her interaction with Jennifer, where she finds Jennifer to be a weird woman, but is also wanting to learn and adapt the things that she can. This is also seen in her interaction with Mitu, where she not only takes stand for herself when she's being caste shamed, but also mocks Mitu for her thoughts, beliefs, and her actions. Then she also stands up for herself when she's being verbally abused by Dil. And she also is uh, the parent who is taking more care of the child for his wrongdoings and his right doings. However, she too is not emotionally connected to her family, as the other family members too are not. And she thinks about herself when it's the end of the world. In the end, she too is ready for the end of the world and wraps herself in the baby blue shawl that is gifted to her by Jennifer. So that's all about her, and that's all that we'll be doing in this video. See you all soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Signing off. Let's learn with Sim.